Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. The WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight Championship. Bolton, are you ready? Please welcome into the ring the challenger from Malmesbury, Joe Hughes.
Big night for Joe Hughes. Strong, fit. You've heard about the adversity through which he's had to triumph. He's had all sorts of injury problems over and above that. He's been something of a British road warrior. Our own Glenn Johnson, in a sense. And now at the age of 25, has a chance to derail Jack Catterall. Catterall, big favourites, but Hughes can fight.
Please welcome into the ring the WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight Champion from Chorley, Lancashire, Jack Catterall!
The pride of Chorley, Jack Catterall, ranked number 4 by the WBO. And a lot of boisterous local support. Sizable female contingent. Popular lad across the board. And a very likeable bloke, I might tell you. Very much a home fight for him. Burgeoning reputation. Big lad for 140 pounds. Tonight, very much a favourite to dispatch Joe Hughes and to win in style to continue what has been an impressive progress through the professional ranks so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Warren for Queensbury Promotions, in association with Hatton Promotions and VIP Promotions, sponsored by Raynham Steel and Catterall, proudly presents the main event of the evening, 12 3-minute rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight Championship here in the Premier Suite at the Macron Stadium, Bolton. Your officials were appointed by the World Boxing Organisation, and your 3 scoring judges at ringside are Mr. Mark Lyson of Liverpool, Mr. Terry O'Connor of Birmingham, and Mr. Dave Parries of Leeds. Your WBO supervisor is Mr. John Handler of Hadley Wood. Your steward is Mr. Alistair Hayes of Manchester. Your timekeeper at the bell is Barry Pinder of Sheffield. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Steve Gray of Fleetwood. And now to introduce the contestants. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner, stands a man with a record of 14 wins, 1 loss, with 6 KOs to his name. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 9 stone, 13 pounds, 2 ounces, and tonight he wears the black and white shorts. Please welcome the English champion from Malmesbury, Wiltshire, Joe Hughes! And across the ring in the blue corner stands a man whose unbeaten record reads 14 wins with 9 KOs to his name. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 9 stone, 13 pounds and 6 ounces, and tonight he wears the black shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight Champion from Chorley, Lancashire. Worcestershire, Jack Catterall. Your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay, boys, if a call break, you must take one step back. Don't let any of your punches go on the back of the head. And most importantly, protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 threes for the WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight Championship.
When Joe Hughes turned pro back in 2010, Frank Maloney, latterly Kelly Maloney, described him as the new Ricky Hatton. Well, it went wrong. He had a loss, change of management. Now Andy O'Kane looks after him, and he's had to go on the road and work his way back. And tonight is his opportunity. Beat Anthony Upton last time out. Good win that, because Upton was undefeated. And to think at birth his parents were told that he would never run and in all probability never do physical sport.
Oh, it's just a tremendous story, isn't it? And also, but forget about all the things that he's had wrong. He's a good boxer anyway, and that's why Jack Catterall's got to be at his best tonight. So I expect him to be a little bit tentative to start off with, just to make sure no one makes any silly mistakes.
Good enough to have won the ABA light welterweight title, Hughes. Jack Catterall, well, we've seen a lot of evidence of his talent.
Good left hand there from Catterall.
Winner of this will be a mandatory challenger for Tyrone Nurse for the British title. Nurse due to defend against Willie Limond on May the 28th in Glasgow. Catterall stands about 5'7", not a lot between them in height. Maybe Catterall just looks physically slightly the bigger guy.
Yeah, he looks the bigger of the two.
It was when he beat Thomas Stalker, wasn't it, a couple of years ago, that we kind of really sat up and thought, yeah, this guy's for real.
It wasn't that, yeah, it was. It wasn't so much that he beat Stalker, though he was an underdog. No, it wasn't so much that. It was the way you box Stalker, which you'd never have thought in a million years. So stop Stalker, maybe you catch him with a good shot. But not box the guy who's known as a master boxer, and that's what really, for me, thought this kid might be a little bit special. But this, this might be his hardest fight against Joe Hughes. Joe Hughes is a pressure fighter, but he's more of a boxer, if anything. He comes forward intelligently, and he's used to southpaws as well.
His trainer says they don't come any stronger or with a better boxing brain than Joe. He's going to need it tonight to work Catterall out. Southpaw, as you can see, leads with the right hand. Nice body shot from Catterall.
Yeah, and he's landed with a nice little left hand about 30 seconds ago as well, I think.
Catterall good enough and impressed enough people to have been asked to go over to America and spar with Floyd Mayweather and Canelo.
Good job there from Hughes, but got a better response back from Catterall. See, no one's willing to overcommit just yet.
Catterall seemingly with a reach advantage. Fast hands though, Hughes. Legs going in close. Referee Steve Gray having a word with Catterall about that. Interesting opening round.
Yeah, tentative and close. I favour Catterall.
Not a lot in it, though.
No, not at all. I think he's landed with a few sharper punches.
Interesting opening round. Catterall probably with those nice left hands doing enough. They were the quality shots, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so. But again, there's nothing in it. I think it's going to be like that for a few rounds until it catches fire. I think someone's going to panic. that it's a bit of a close fight, and then they're going to commit, and then the fight's going to alight.
Who will it be? When will it be? There's a good left hand from Hughes. A glancing blow, but gets through under a nice jab as well. Catterall certainly getting the better of that exchange. And Hughes knew it.
That's what I mean, in a fight like this where you've got two skilled boxers who are used to being technically the best when they fight. And they want to say too much. Once they have a little bit of success against them, they're going to panic and really try and rally, and that's when they open up and make even more mistakes.
I'm just a bit worried about the heads, Barry. I hope there's not going to be cuts which are going to spoil this fight already. We've seen a lot of bumping and boring from both men.
And just again, then, as you were speaking, John, they clashed heads.
Yeah, second time Catterall's just had a little warning from Steve Gray. Good rest, Steve, isn't he?
Yeah, fantastic ref, really is.
One of our best, I think.
Decent left hand there as well from Catterall again. And in with the heads. And again, they both walked in with the heads there. He had a good start to the round, Hughes, but he's been a bit quiet in the middle part. Allowing Catterall to lead off with the backhand, and that's not a good thing.
Catterall dominating for me.
Good right hand there from Hughes.
He's trying to get right into his face, isn't he? Trying to get in close.
Oh, lovely shot
Swinging
there.
left hand, and that's caught him, and it's a little bruise on the cheek as well, I think, as a result of that.
And again, good with the left hand there from Hughes, doubling up the jab.
Of course, there's absolutely a precious little reaction when Hughes does get home. He's from Wiltshire. He's a long way from home here, particularly on a Friday night. He tried travelling up the M6 on a Friday. Wiltshire to Bolton, not easy. Shaping up to be a decent fight,
Yeah,
this.
it really is, and close as you'd expect.
The Catterall takes the first and take the second as well.
Yeah, only just, I think, John, just that middle part of the round where Hughes went a little bit quiet, but very close that round, either way. Lovely little long right hook there, and a left hook as well to follow there from Catterall. Just following through with the combinations, not quitting on two punches, but Hughes had enough success as well. You see a lovely long left hook.
Who's probably going to get that range? The first round I got shared. So we've got to keep an eye on him now, okay? You've got to try and start picking it up. What's his power like?
It's good,
Okay, cool. Mag, keep that work rate up.
Overexcitable advice from either side. You see that marking underneath the right eye of Jack Catterall. That was caused by that swinging hook that Hughes was able to fire in during the last round.
I think in Hughes' corner they were saying he'd probably give him that round, and I'm not sure about the first. And then they asked how Catterall's power was, and he said good. But he's okay.
Yeah, early stages, no sense of panic that you've kind of alluded to that might happen. That's a nice body shot from Hughes.
But he got to get closer to him. Oh, good response there from Catterall.
There's a little nick on the nose of Joe Hughes. May have been caused by a clash of heads, I wonder.
Good left hand as well there from Jack Catterall.
Catterall looking really sharp tonight.
But he was always the sharper of the two. But Hughes also a very good boxer who can get in close and work. And the left hand again there.
His problem self-evident. He's got to find his way past that longer lead, that right hand of Catterall, and find a way to punish him.
He did land with a good jab there, Hughes, coming forward. The problem Hughes got, because he got a problem with that right hand, because it's a lot shorter than his left. He's got to really step in beyond the jab to get close.
And against a southpaw particularly, that's a problem.
You're walking onto the left hand, yes.
Good spell this for Catterall.
Hughes just got to get that left foot on the outside. He's got it there now.
Right arm considerably shorter than his left arm, Joe Hughes. Something he's had to live with all his life.
It's good from Hughes coming forward, moving the head, landing some hooks to the body.
Sharp punches again from Catterall. Signs that he has the greater weight of punch.
Yeah, he's more snapping his shots, I think. I think Hughes has got enough weight in his shots to demand respect, but I think Catterall's got a lot of snap. I think it's Hughes has come forward more in this round and tries harder to push it, and that's where, to be honest, he's probably played a little bit into Jack Catterall's hands.
Judges for this one, Dave Parris, Mark Lyson and Terry O'Connor. Mark, the Liverpool fella, sitting just close to our commentary position here. And there is a bit of marking now around the face of Hughes.
But he just can't get out of the way of that left hand, and I'm surprised because he's boxed and dealt with southpaws in the past.
He's not dealing with this terribly well in this round. Closing stages, there's the bell, and the other two may have been close, that wasn't.
No, that was a real good round there for Jack Catterall. He's having to work out through a lot of punches, but he's very effective in that round.
The way we're seeing it, 3 out of 3 to Jack Catterall as we move into the fourth. WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight title and a British title final eliminator for the crown currently held or worn by Tyrone Nurse. Hughes trying to stifle Catterall, trying to get right into his face. Helps when he's tied up in the ropes, but of course the referee rightly says, come on. And away they go again.
He had a good start, Catterall. The first 2 rounds were tight. He'd done enough, I felt. In the 3rd round, he was pretty dominant because Hughes tried to make more commitment, which played into his hands. But Catterall now's got to stay focused. He's got to stay switched on. Don't get drawn into a fight that we've seen in the past with some of those imports he's fought, but he's been a bit scrappy at times.
Hughes trying to stifle him, and trying to get him in close, trying to... Nice left hand.
Good footwork there from Catterall. Keep turning Hughes.
Left uppercut was blocked, I think.
Good left though from Hughes.
Yeah, he's working that way. I think he's probably realised, probably been told, realised himself he's not getting a lot of joy with the right hand, at least certainly not from range.
But when he's close, Hughes should be letting that uppercut go. Because if he's got his foot on the outside, that uppercut, you've got that centre guard, right from the centre of the guard there, right in line with the right hand.
It's a sweet left hand from Catterall. And again, plants himself, doesn't he? He's got great balance.
Yeah, he has. Good stuff. And again, good effort by Hughes coming forward, but
he's having a better round here after the last.
Yeah. But still, the snappier punches are all coming from Jack Catterall.
Hughes marking up and having to really absorb a few to get in close. It's a nice left hand from Hughes.
Good left hook there over the lazy jab of Catterall. Yeah, good uppercut back there from...
Throws that punch well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Look at that. Quality again, lovely 1-2.
Just like I said again, he can't get out of the way with that left hand. Joe Hughes.
Hughes trying to lean all over him, trying to do a bit of mauling and maybe just sap the energy reserves a little of Catterall. Having a bit more success with his own jab in this round, Hughes. Catterall again having a word from the referee. Third time he's been ticked off for one reason or another. Two of them digging in shots to the body. Oh, lovely lead from Hughes.
Yeah, it's good. Catterall tried to throw that sneaky little uppercut there with a turned shoulder, and Hughes just fired the punch right down the middle.
Much better round that from Joe Hughes. See how they're seeing that, because that looked like his best round.
Yeah. Put it on his back. Put it on his back. Fucking hell. Come on, mate. We're good for a bit. That was your job. Sorry, mate. Right, now. Listen. Let's try. You've got to keep that loose still. Let him spit. He'll suck it. You don't need to squeeze. Right. Go there. Now, listen. Box in now. Dance on the feet. You got the legs for that? Yeah, good down. Let's see if he can keep that. But in a minute, he's there with that forearm and he's marking you up. He's stopping you getting your work off clean. So let's move him around now and let's see if we can get into the next phase.
Hughes in that fourth round just starting to work Catterall out a little bit. He perhaps did enough to take that round.
Yeah, possibly, but I just think even though he's I think still the better punches come from Catterall, not there. Lovely left lead there from Joe Hughes. I think the better quality punches come from Catterall. I just think Hughes might have just outworked him. Honest effort, just kept coming forward, kept throwing punches.
It's the time-honoured manner of the left hand, left hook, left lead. He's doing very nicely. Normally, the right hand is a key weapon against the southpaw. Hughes may be physically not able to deliver that as well as he might, but he's having a better spell now.
Yeah, good footwork there though from Catterall, just dipping under the left lead and spinning round. Oh, good left hand. Yeah, good shot.
Doubled up on the jab, didn't he? A lot of interest here at Bolton in this fight.
Good concentration there as well from Catterall. It's an important fight. It's a fight you can't switch off. Hughes clever, fit as well, strong.
Not a barn burner yet, is it? But it's interesting.
Like I said, I thought it was going to be this the first half of the fight. You know, trying to look at for somebody panics and tries to overcommit. And it looks like that might have to be Hughes.
Nice left hand though from Hughes.
Yeah, we also have to take a couple of jabs as well off Catterall.
Yeah, single shot. Two of them will have studied each other's styles long and hard.
But even though Hughes likes to come forward, he's a thinker.
He is, yeah. So
he's not just going to, it's against everything that he believes in, just to run forward, swinging punches like a lunatic, which he might have to do that at some point, but...
He looks for educated pressure,
yeah,
doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a clever fighter, yeah.
They're all jabbing a bit more effectively in this round than the last.
So they're both just trying to wait for the other guy to make a mistake first. But because Catterall got the physical advantages of height and reach, he can maybe get off.
Quite round this one. But what has been landed has been mainly Catterall. Well, that was more of a slip than anything else. He was trying to get away from an attempted big body shot and just lost his footing there, Hughes. quite round, but Hughes didn't do a deal.
No, it was all Catterall, wasn't it?
So the jab's there now, he's slowing down now, isn't it? Stay over to your left jab, you double jabbing and it's fine, but he's looking to whip his left hook over the top. You don't need to just throw the first jab and play around, just keep your front foot, keep your feint, keep your front foot. Touch him, step over to your left, 1, 2, okay? Short in the backhand to the shoulder up.
With his hook in it, just dropping back.
Yeah, but because you're coming in with a double jab, he's trying to hook over the top of it. But just keep your front foot in, stab the jab in him, step over to left, short 1, 2. When you throw the backhand, aim it for his left shoulder. If you drop in, you'll drop to the right shoulder, you'll drop into it, okay? Controlling now, stay here now, you can control him here now, yeah? The long fight, you can control him here, he's breaking down steadily. You're still not targeting that body there, we go. You don't need to load up, just pick away at it.
Simply delivered precise advice as ever from Lee Beard. Into the 6th round. On Barry's card, Jack Catterall, 4-1 up.
But that's what you need in a corner. You've got to be calm, strong advice. So the guy, and not too much of it either. So the boxer knows exactly what he has to do or not do, needs to do to win. And then obviously once the bell goes, it's up to the boxer to try and do that if he can.
Nice left hand from Hughes. Applauded by his own corner. Didn't get a lot of support from the crowd, but it was quality work. Judges have to be not swayed by the crowd. They have to see it for what it was.
But Hughes got to try and find a way to get a bit closer, hasn't he? That's the problem now for him. That's good though. Sneaky little left hook.
He's just being outworked though, Barry. You just get the overall impression. I mean, we're scoring it round by round, but if you're just sitting at the back of there, not really scoring it closely. Oh, that's a nice shot from Catterall. You'd get the feeling that he's just not quite doing enough.
No, and the stand-up punches are coming from Catterall, so that what you remember when you look back at the fight as a whole is at the minute is all the work of Catterall.
Bit of a chess match of a fight.
Yeah, and that's fine, but it's a problem when you're losing that chess match, because then you've wasted a lot of time not putting pressure on the guy or not making him work hard.
Catterall working well behind that jab. Heard Lee Beard telling him to step aside and throw the 1-2 after he's delivered it. And don't necessarily be, there you go, don't necessarily be so keen on doubling up with the jab.
No, I don't think doubling up is a bad thing. Obviously, Lee knows more than I do, but I wouldn't throw single punches against Hughes. That's for sure. He wants to counter everything that you throw, so I would throw in burst and then make sure, as Jack did early on that round, make sure you find an angle away.
It's hard to remember when Hughes has thrown a right hand of notes. That's another good right hand lead from Catterall, is he just starting to get a little bit more dominant here in this 6th round?
That was good from Hughes. I was just going to say Hughes got to start moving his head, and he dipped to the left then and came back with that lead left uppercut. That's it, needs to move his head more like that. Make Catterall look for the target. Make it difficult to find.
Lovely footwork from Catterall. With illegal use of the shoulder.
Yeah, he does that quite a lot. It's a bit of a trait of Catterall, so be careful with that. But a clear round for Jack Catterall, who's boxing very well.
Halfway stage. Now cards 5-1 up.
Give me that water. Listen, we're just gonna have to beat him up. This time when you go in with the shots, you've got to smother him straight away. Watch his head. Right? Now, you've got to be switched on. We've got a few rounds now.
What do you think of what Joe's getting in the corner there, Barry?
Well, listen, they got a plan, and they got to try and stick to it. I think he does have to get close. I think that's right. I don't think about smothering the work. That seems like a band-aid sort of solution. You know, you've got to be thinking about what you can do. I think more maybe this interpretation of words might be the mix-up there, but I think he has to get close, but he has to work and constantly work now, because he's a mile behind on my card, and even though he's been competitive, especially in the couple of first rounds, one of them could have gone his way possibly, but it's been an uphill battle for him.
He's not had Catterall in any real trouble, has he?
No. And he's landing with the punch like that. He shows a bit of class and quality, Hughes. Lead uppercuts, but more than not, all you all remember is the work that Catterall's done. That's just a little bit of snappier work and better work from range, where Hughes has not been able to close the gap quick enough or efficiently enough.
Hughes hasn't been hurt so far.
Just needs to quicken his feet up a little bit there, Joe Hughes. Try and get a bit of rhythm in his footwork, a little bit of a flex in his legs.
That's nice from Catterall.
And Hughes moving his head, but moving his head after the fact he's already been caught with the punches.
Win the fight almost one-handed, isn't he? The right hand he's just not being able to use it to any sort of real effect.
He's in a massive disadvantage because he's got to get so close to let the right hand go that it you know,
more so than he would against an orthodox opponent.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, this is where he wants to be. Now he's got to let it go. Doesn't find a way to do so.
No, he don't. To be fair, the Catterall's credit, you know, he's trying to constantly turn Hughes. So Hughes finding it hard to keep him trapped in the corner. That's better from Hughes. That's that left hook.
Again, heads going in close. I'm almost surprised that there haven't been injuries caused by that, and Hughes walked into a solid left hand then.
Landed with one of his own mind as well. Big looping left hook. But again, so far in a round where Hughes is trying, the effort's good. It's still, you know, the quality of Catterall that's shining through.
It's warm in here tonight at ringside in Bolton. Jack Catterall, of whom so much is expected in years to come, just 22 years old, looks as though he's ahead, and significantly ahead, as we move through into the second half of this fight.
And another round again for me, for Jack Catterall. Good effort by Hughes, real good effort, landed some good shots, but not enough.
Not spectacular, but he's just doing enough.
You know he's going to try, that's what he needs to do. Do what you did the round before, though, okay? Step back to that jab. Use your feet, step around him, okay?
There's a split there.
Touch with that jab and not fainting or throwing that backhand. Okay, step off to your left. Right. Okay, you can't do it, the angle, just you touch you with the jab, you let him walk straight up on top of you. Right. Okay, step around the side of him, use angles. Like you did the round before that, go back to that, okay, back to the box, off the jab. Alright, make shit easy for yourself. Don't let him bully you on the inside, just tie him up, knock him up. Okay? Relax yourself.
Eighth round, Joe Hughes needs it, knows he needs something special now. I think he's probably going to have to take everything from here on in at very least.
Well, it's what I said earlier, it's that panic stage, and you've got to commit, you've got to panic, you know, you've got to rush out and try and really put on Catterall, which is always the risk of walking onto punches then.
Walks onto that left uppercut, he'll know about it.
Landed a nice little right hand there to Joe Hughes.
Well, big effort here from Hughes, he's trying to put it on him.
Good body shot there from Catterall again.
Catterall had been told to get back onto his jab, work to the jab and step aside, but Hughes is just bulldozing his way forward now, trying to prevent Catterall from doing that very thing.
And he's really got to force the pace now. Hughes if he can.
Well, he must know. He must know. He's a student of the game, watches a lot of it, knows the techniques, the styles. Sort of man who'll make a trainer one day, I'm sure. Oh, that's a good shot from Catterall. Nice right hand.
Good response back from Hughes. Catterall gets turned, but Hughes keeps fighting off. There's a lovely combination from Catterall. Again, the sharpness, the snapping the punches is the difference.
Admired the bravery of Joe Hughes, though. Keeps coming, keeps trying to put the pressure on.
Using that forearm again there. Catterall, got to be careful with that.
Heads banging again. Referee keeping a very close watch to determine what's accidental, what's inevitable, and if anybody strays towards the deliberate. It's nice from Catterall. Well, it was a big effort in the early stages of this round from Hughes. Is that pace going to tell now? Catterall perhaps come on strong in the closing stages of this eighth, I wonder.
Just been picking him off a little bit, hasn't he, in the last half of the round. But a better effort from Hughes.
Bit of binding around that left glove of Hughes has come undone.
Nice little left hook as well there from Hughes.
Needs a load more of those. Tried to jump in behind a straight right, but missed, and they are now going to have to do a little bit of running repairs on that bit of binding. Crowd are trying to raise Jack Catterall, the local favourite. Comes from Chorley, just up the road from here. Michael Jennings has been in here tonight as well. He was a Chorley bloke, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Good fighter he was.
Oh, real classy boxer.
And now putting it back in, doing a bit of training, which is always good to see. Well, big effort from Hughes in that round, but was he doing enough? I fear not.
No, I think he started the round really brightly. He did really come up with intent. But as the round went on there, Catterall had to pick him off a little bit for me. It's just the sharpness in the work of Catterall. It just stands out more. So, great effort from Hughes, though. Really, he hasn't stopped trying.
To turn it around.
It's a hard ask.
It is.
It really is.
How does he do it? He's not really moved Catterall so far, has he? There's not been any stage at which you've thought that's the way.
I got him a mile behind, but he hasn't been beat up, you know, and he hasn't been. Let's be honest, he hasn't been totally outboxed either. You know, I think Catterall's winning the rounds, but you know, he's not schooling Hughes, that's for sure. But he is the sharper. And I think he just looks a little bit a level above.
Catterall was quoted before this saying he thought it was going to be an easy fight, a one-sided fight. I always take those sort of quotes with a little bit of a pinch of salt, because so much of it comes from bravado, doesn't it? But he has never really, there's a left hand from Hughes, but he needs so many more of them. Haven't really been any sustained bursts from Hughes, which suggested that Catterall was in real trouble. And that's a great response, tremendous response. Look at the hand speed there. Brilliant from Catterall.
It mightn't have been an easy night, but on the scorecards it might look easy after this fight.
Didn't really move Hughes though.
Well, it was the body shot to start the combination up. He threw a hook, uppercut to the body, looked like that winded Hughes a little bit, then he rallied really impressively there, Catterall.
The gloves came down just that fraction, and we've waited into the 9th round to see it, but suddenly the punches really flowed from Jack Catterall. That's right hand there from Hughes.
And from range as well, which is surprising. Oh, again, a good body shot.
Oh, good left from Hughes. Catterall felt the weight of that one, I think.
I've got to be fair to this, Joe Hughes, just when you think he might start to wilt, just shows his sheer fitness, strength, determination.
Yeah, he's one very fit fighter, isn't he? But a really interesting fight, this. I'm sure people watching with us at home will be looking at this and saying, yeah, the styles have kind of gelled to make something which has been, if not electrifying, always fascinating and always watchable. Good work off the ropes.
And that's a problem for Hughes. You know, he's done the work to get him in the corner and just can't capitalise on it.
A nice couple of clubbing hooks from Hughes.
Good footwork there from Catterall there. Sliding off the ropes, then spinning off to get it back into the centre of the ring where you want to be, of course.
Big effort from Hughes in this round.
Good left hook as well from Hughes.
And another one. He's having the better of the last 30 seconds of this round.
Catterall, good things with the head.
Gets away with the shoulder again there, Catterall, and handing his man off, rugby union style. Well, that was a terrific effort from Hughes in that round. Did he do enough to take it?
Not for me, John. I think the early part of that round was so dominant for Catterall. But sometimes, you know, it's always good to finish a round stronger. Look at that beautiful body shot there. Look at this now.
That was his best moments, or his best little spell of the entire fight.
Yeah, it really was. Just showing a bit of class there. Good left hook there from Hughes just at the end of the round there. Just Catterall felt that.
To make that. Both hands inside there. Palm, okay? Both hands and then spin it, okay?
Just like we did on that body belt there, John. Let the hands go. Second punch.
Bam, okay, fast. Don't let it go. Back him up now, walk him down, but be smart. Give him nothing and back him up.
Barry's got it Catterall by a long way. 4th round to Joe Hughes, the rest to the Chorley man. But some of those rounds have been close, and it might not be quite as emphatic as that. And you have to admire the persistence of Hughes.
Well, for the most part of the fight, he's the one who's been coming forward, especially, you know, from the halfway stage. He's been trying to force the pace. I just feel he's been walking onto shots. Even when he's had success, I think he's had to take more than he's landed. But he hasn't been found wanting, Joe Hughes, like that, for the effort.
Bit of bruising around the right side of Catterall's face. Testimony to the fact that he has got through with a number of those shots. There's another one, hooks over the top.
He's had plenty of success with the left hand, Joe Hughes, the jab and especially the left hand. Here again, he just can't get no success with the right hand. Again, the heads clashing all the time, but no one ever complaining.
No, it's been fought in a good spirit, isn't it? It could easily, you could think with other fighters how with these styles, it could have lapsed into something a lot more ragged than what we've seen. This is quality now from Catterall.
Good work from Catterall, but he was the one who held on then. Looking for a little bit of a breather.
And again, leaning on.
And again, those bursts of combinations, and you remember them. Like Hughes is probably doing the better work throughout to this point. The constant work, but Catterall fighting in spurts like that, they're the stand-up moments.
Catterall's feeling the pace now, I tell you. He's not quite got the urgency and the snap of a few rounds ago. And he's just being pushed around a little by Hughes. And wanting to lean on, sure signs of a tiring man.
Well, the strength and fitness of Hughes is tremendous. Has to stop coming forward.
Sheer willpower of Hughes keeping him clinging on to a dream here. 10th round at 12. And he may be winning this round. That's another eye-catching flurry from Catterall, but only a couple of punches, maybe 3 landing. Good shots.
Yeah, good body shot there from Hughes. He's almost fighting one-handed, John.
He is. Hughes has boxed well in this round, Barry.
Yeah, it's good effort. He's got been able to get close and land with that hook. Got to keep moving his head, though.
Catterall is tired. And Hughes, for me, has taken that round. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think it's a really, really good concerted effort there from Hughes. Some good, flashy, impressive flurries from Catterall, but yeah, good round from Hughes.
He looks the fresher man now.
His fitness is tremendous, really is. Really filled the tank before he came out tonight.
We've got to keep looking for that outside angle. We can't stay in front of him. Throw the shot, step over. Throw the shot, step over. Don't care what you throw, right or left. Attacking from the side, okay? And just keep doing it now. The way he's boxing, this ain't no good for us. So this isn't us. The arm of his has done all sorts of problems. Rubbing it away there. Now, just keep looking for the angle, come back in. Look for the angle, come back in. But keep going out there. Don't stay in front of them. So, okay?
Lovely Wiltshire accents in that corner. Joe Hughes is hanging in there. Won the last round, certainly needs to win the last 2. Ideally, he could do with putting Jack Catterall down. Doesn't look as though it's going to be the huge upset, though, here tonight. On Barry's card, you'll be scoring yourself at home, I'm sure, but on Barry's card, Catterall 8 rounds to 2 ahead.
Left hook there from Hughes.
Hughes trying to prove that he's got more left in the tank. Catterall anxious to try and use that shoulder and try and push his man away whenever possible.
Lovely uppercut there as
Beauty.
well.
Lovely left hand from Hughes. Catterall's getting ragged.
Yeah, he's just struggling for the pace a little bit, Catterall, and Hughes looking strong as ever.
Well, he's having a word with both here, and I'm not sure that Hughes is doing too much wrong. I think it's the tiredness of Catterall which is causing what is happening.
Yeah.
Hughes with a real spring in his step. He's trying to dominate closing stages of this fight. Catterall just pawing with that jab. He's getting with a left to the body, but there's no real authority in that right-hand lead now. More of a flick or a paw than a real punch thrown with authority.
Tried to get the angle there, Hughes, but needed the right hand, not the left hand.
It's better.
Good little flurry there from Catterall.
Left from Hughes before the clinch. Hughes doesn't appear to have the one-punch power, though, to put Catterall in the sort of trouble that he needs to put him into. There's a good left hand. Vivid evidence, it just sort of bounced off him, didn't it? It blinked, but not a lot more.
Yeah, that's right. And to be fair, it doesn't look like Catterall has the power yet to trouble Hughes.
I think Catterall, to use a Ricky Hatton phrase, I think he's knackered.
Yeah. He's had to work hard. That's good, though. Good, nice fast hands there from Catterall again.
Well, when you start to find the target, it gives you a little bit more of a lease of life. And that's more the quality that we associate with Catterall.
And again with the left hand from
Good
Catterall.
uppercuts, good left hand from Catterall. And suddenly the spring, which was into the step of Hughes, has just been reduced, that touch. A bit more flat-footed as he walks into range. Well, it was Hughes early on, Catterall in the last minute.
Yeah, it's Catterall wrong for me, that, John. The quality of the work outdoes the work rate, I think, of Joe Hughes.
A happy smile indicating that the 12th round is imminent.
Touch that body. Give me a big down, man. Give me a big down. Give me a big down.
Last round, Jack.
Combination, right? Yeah, dig the body hard, man. Touch him fast at first. Dig that body. Second phase, where's that? Jack, where's that jab left hook to the body? Come on now, yeah? Bap, 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 bap. Touch him, left hook to the body. Right. Come on, man. Big round.
Come on now, son. Let's go.
Let's see if we can.
Last round, touch goes, okay?
Been a really interesting fight. In his heart of hearts, though, surely Joe Hughes must know, in all probability, almost certainty, that he's got to knock Catterall out now somehow.
Yeah, he has. He's come out fighting in his last round. Nice little left hook to start the round, but he needs something a little bit special, isn't he?
You've got to give a lot of credit to Catterall because he's had a super fit, determined opponent in front of him, and his boxing skills have prevailed.
Well, he had to think. The first of the fight was very much of a thinking man's fight, and, you know, and he did well to more than compete, but to be winning the rounds. And then in this last half, it's been all about dealing with a guy with just put a lot of pressure and strength onto you, and he's done that. So I think it's been a great fight for Catterall on his procession to bigger things.
Hughes reduced to long-range speculative swings, but Catterall seeing them coming from a long way out.
And to be honest, it might not be as wide as I have it, just the way I'm seeing it, but even if there can only be really one winner, can there, right now? Even if you give some of those rounds to Hughes, Catterall's surely got to be ahead.
I think if the population of Malmesbury were packed in here tonight, I think you'd still find that Catterall was going to be taking it, and all the crowd support, of course, has been for the Lancashire man. Quality again.
Beautiful uppercut there with the left hand from Catterall. That's the first time I've seen Hughes look a little bit wilting.
Given it everything, Hughes, but it's not been enough.
He's been tremendous, Hughes. Tracking left hand again there from Catterall. And again, it's all about the sharpness, the snap in the punches, just a little bit more quality in his work.
We're not in any sense belittling another excellent performance from Jack Catterall, by the way, merely paying tribute. There's a right hand from Hughes, merely paying tribute to a fiercely determined competitor who's overcome some disadvantages and maybe a little bit of a gulf in class as well here to make a real fight of it.
Well, Catterall, you know, this was
left hand.
Potentially the hardest fight of his career, and maybe and that's what it's been, to be honest. And he's come through on my card in flying colours.
Yep.
Oh,
left hand again from Hughes. And look at this, he's found the range at last with his right hand. A little blink from Catterall, I think he felt that one. And he's tired as well. Hughes taking him right to the line and bravely is trying to rain punches in on the big favourite Jack Catterall, the local favourite. There's the final bell, and an excellent fight. Catterall knows he's won it. Hughes, I think, knows that Catterall's won it as well, but we've been really well entertained.
Yeah, you know, it was a really good fight. It was competitive, even though I got Catterall a mile ahead. It was competitive throughout. Hughes was honest and brave. Hughes was honest and brave, kept coming forward, you know, tried to use his boxing brain, which he has a really good boxing brain. In the first half of the fight, realised that wasn't working, then he really pushed the pace onto Jack Catterall, made Catterall ask questions of himself, and to be fair, Jack Catterall come through again in flying colours. This kid's going places. He's a star. I think he won that fight very well. It was a hard fight, and he's walked it. To be honest, on the scorecards, he knows it was physically hard. On the scorecards, for me, I think he's walked it.
Well, it is down to Dave Parris, Mark Lyson and Terry O'Connor. The cards have been presented. The British Boxing Board of Control stewards to my left, We've had an interesting night. British Boxing Board of Control have raised a couple of eyebrows about one or two of the performances earlier on, but there's been no question that everything's been given here, and that was a quality fight, and it justified top of the bill status.
It justified top of the bill status. It justified that eliminator for the British title, most definitely. You know, you'd want to see one of these guys in a title fight. I tell you something, I think it's going to go to Catterall, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case.
Surely.
Joe Hughes can come again. Nothing wrong with this kid. He's a good fighter. He really is, and he breaks a lot of hearts.
And he's not been bashed up, has he? He's not been beat up. He can fight. He can certainly fight again. We've got it 10-2 in Catterall's favour. 10-2. Steve Bunt's just suggesting, I wonder if Joe Hughes could come down a weight. Well, we will see. Maybe that would be an option for him. Probably looking forward to going and having a good refreshment and a bite to eat. But we have seen an excellent fight. Now let's see what the score is. We've got it 10-2 Catterall. How did the judges make it? Here now is the result for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both boxers who gave their all. We go to the scorecard. We have a unanimous decision. Judge Paris, 115-113. Judge O'Connor, 117-112. Judge Mark Lyson, 117-113. The winner, and still, the WBO Intercontinental Super Lightweight Champion from Chorley, Jack Catterall!
Jack Catterall takes it. Dave Paris' scorecard, 115-113. I raise an eyebrow, maybe just a little bit at that one. 117-112 was closer to how we saw it. The third card, 117-113. Scoring, though, you have to take your hat off to the efforts of Joe Hughes, but Catterall remains undefeated and victorious here tonight.
Thank you, John. John Rawling, Barry Jones, your ringside commentators. Catterall, an excellent fight from him. Made a tough fight look easier. I have to say I had it a bit wider on my cards than the judges, but Jack Catterall from the fighting town of Chorley, a mature 22 going the full distance. But Joe Hughes, goodness me, we needed a fight like that there tonight. Joe Hughes, I want to talk to you about him first of all. Over 90% of his punches thrown with that left hand. Absolutely remarkable.
That's saying, he's a one-arm boxer because of his disability. If he could use that right arm well, he'd be a hell of a fighter. But what a tremendous effort he put in. I mean, yeah, I had it wide as well, but, you know, the score, our scorecards, you know, don't mask the effort this man put in tonight. He was absolutely tremendous. He never stopped trying. He was willing to throw caution to the wind. And he comes out, Joe Hughes comes out of this, the build-up to this fight and tonight with nothing but heaps of credit. But Jack Catterall, he boxed really well. He showed why people were talking him as going a lot further than domestic level.
Absolutely, and saying he was going to take him out in style from about 30 seconds in, you thought he ain't going to take this fellow out.
No, he wasn't going to. I mean, I think Barry picked up fantastic. I think it was in the last round, or 11th round, Jack called him a right hand, and that was the first time we actually saw him, you know, droop at all. Joe Hughes almost comes out of the moral victor tonight, but that doesn't take away from Jack Catterall at all. He, you know, again, he's been fantastic. I mean, we've seen him regularly on Box Nation. I think the only time he's really, when I've thought, oh, well, maybe, you know, he wasn't so good, was when he beat the Finnish guy, Patnukan, on points at Manchester Arena last year.
Let's have a word with him now, then, with Jack Catterall and team there with Bunsey.
Thanks very much, fellas. Jack, 12 rounds. You won clearly, but hard rounds.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought victory. I knew Joe would have come prepared. Watched his fights, tough customer, got the job done.
He was relentless. He's tried to stick with you the whole time and just throw the left, just throw the left. Was it good as a southpaw not to have to worry about the right hand?
Yeah, he threw the right hand once or twice. Obviously, we'd watched it. Left duck, left duck, left duck. Keeps coming forward, but I was happy with it.
And so he should be. Lee, good British fight. That's what we've been talking about for 14 months when I've sat here at ringside with you. Fantastic 12 rounds, absolutely ideal. What do you want next?
Just like Jack just showed himself, you know, Joe Hughes is a real tough fighter, you know, and as he showed in there, you know, Jack's a real strong fighter, very high skilled,
and he showed Joe what he's all about. And Jack's, you know, I thought Jack won it clearly, you know, but the scorecards were close. But like I said, anybody at British level, or Tyrone, he's managed now for Tyrone Nurse, so that's the fight that Jack wants as well. That's the fight we'd like. And what we've seen here, Francis, is what happens when another British fighter gets in with a British fighter, and there's a little bit of pride at stake, and I like that kind of thing. It's exactly what we've been calling for at Box Nation, and we've seen it tonight. A great performance. What next?
Well, as Lee just mentioned, you know, I think it's you know, British title was the focus. There's a couple of good fights out there. Tyrone is an interesting fight. I think John Wayne Hibbert's doing nice things and doing good things. I think that's a great fight. You know, I think Jack and I spoke about that probably, you know, 5 or 6 months ago. So, you know, that's one. But you're right. You're absolutely bang on right about, you know, British fighters fighting British fighters. It raises the game. I thought Jack only lost 1 round tonight, to be honest. That second round, that was it. And I thought Jack won that clearly. Like to see him enjoy himself a little bit more in there, but you know, that was a hard 12 rounds, and will only do him good going forward. So, you know, I think he's the best in Britain already, but it's just for us to make the fight so we can go out and improve it.
Ideal well, Jack. Before I let you go off and enjoy yourself, when would you be out next?
Going on holiday next week. I'm happy to cancel the old fight July 9th.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a challenge. Lee, thank you very much. Jack, well done. Lovely to see 12 rounds. Francis, thank you very much.